Peace, soul group. Now we're going to be getting into the Cancer video as far as the signs that are misunderstood. Now, Cancer is a water sign, and it's cardinal water. So, cardinal water is going to be the initiator of the water signs. It's going to be the water sign that's going to bring into this reality things that need to be played out. This is why, when you have the water signs, you have Cancer, which is the wave, and you have Scorpio, which is like water inside of a bucket. And then Pisces would be the water dissipating or evaporating into the air, basically. That's how that would play out. Now, Cancer is, like I said, it's the leader of the water signs, meaning that, like I said, you get a bucket of water, splash it onto somebody, get a water hose, spray it onto somebody, be like, wake the fuck up, we need to get to point A to point B. We need to be able to, have our emotions set up to where we're not distracted by other waves that are coming our way and everything. We need to be focused in the moment and everything. AKA, the leader of the emotions is Cancer. So, if you ever need... Put it this way, if you ever need to be in a situation where you can rely on someone to console with your emotions or your receptive energy in general, you could always go to a Cancer because they're always going to play out that motherly energy for you at the same time. Because they're ruled by the moon. Because the moon is also the protective crab pincher energy. So if anybody comes near the things that you care about or the things that are close to your heart, you'll knock someone the fuck out and everything. So it plays out like that too. But at the same time, the moon, with the symbol of the moon, it's like the crescent, the crescent moon. So it's like, rock-a-bye, baby. So even though it's playing out that energy, it's still going to play out, comfortability, since it's in that shape, that's where the baby would be laying. It will be laying in that cradle. So the baby being there, the baby is at its most comfortable state of being because it's not bothered by anybody. It's able to sleep, it's able to be rocking, it's able to be moving to a certain vibration and a certain rhythm and everything, to the point to where it can just drift off to sleep just based upon rhythm and vibration. So that's how Cancers become comfortable, because they're being cradled and they're being rocked in a certain vibration and everything, to where, the more, wherever your moon is, that's going to be the energy that you're the most comfortable with, regardless of the things that you go through in your day-to-day life. You're going to always want to go to that energy whenever you're not, feeling yourself and everything. Now, Jupiter is exalted in Cancer. So Jupiter being exalted in the heart space, this means that matters close to the heart, things dealing with the family, things also dealing with domestic issues, and also, your family lineage and everything. So this is like you discovering or adding more meaning and reasoning of your bloodline, because that's the fourth house. Cancer in general is going to be dealing with that family lineage at the same time. Anybody in your family, whether it's uncles, nieces, family members, that's what I'm talking about. Grandpa, grandma, mama, daddy, sister, niece, all that stuff. It's going to be in the fourth house because these are your family members. These are the people that are blood related to you at the same time. Or just people that you share a home with, that you share space with at the same time. These are going to be people in your fourth house also. But like I said, Jupiter, this is where the highest meaning and reasonings are in general, because it's like matters that are close to the heart. You need to be assured. You need to add a meaning of why you care about these certain things. You can't just care about something for no reason, because if you cared about something for no reason, things wouldn't even really be playing out in order for you as a Cancer, because you need to be able to, in order to manifest things, you have to put your attention and care onto whatever you're paying attention to, basically. Caffeine free, y'all. Not very low vibrational at all. Anyway, Jupiter being exalted in Cancer, also Cancer's within the home. This is like that metaphor of, gather around Uncle Sam, or not Uncle Sam, but like the demonic Uncle Sam. But I'm talking about or Uncle Riley or something like that, or let's gather around Grandpa Joe or something like that. And let's hear a story. Let's hear a meaning and reasoning behind a particular situation that happened within the family. AKA Jupiter, the wise man, is exalted within the household because everybody wants to gather around Grandpa or old great Uncle Riley or something like that and hear stories, hear morals and philosophies and meanings and reasonings and education. AKA, this is another reason why Jupiter is exalted within the home, because the highest form of education is learning within the domestic realm and everything. Not so much going to school and learning a bunch of things in a traditional way, but learning things within the home into a place that you were brought up domestically and everything like that. That's going to be the highest exaltation of knowledge. But at the same time, with Jupiter, you may have a lot of knowledge shoved down your throat within the home. Meaning there may be morals that, that you may pardon me, you may have a chip on your shoulder based upon these experiences and these morals that are passed down onto you. You know what I'm saying, via your family matters and everything. So it could play out like that too, because exalted energies are going to always be over exhausted energies, like playing out to the point where you do too much shit to where you're like. Now getting into Saturn being away in Cancer. Now Saturn being away in Cancer plays out energies of Saturn is ruled by the kneecaps. Saturn is also the planet of structure, the planet of reality, reaping what you sow with the sigh and everything. Could also be related to the Grim Reaper and everything. Your time has come. Your karma is up. You know what I'm saying? Your Saturn return. You had all this time to be able to catch up whenever you are on Earth to reach that 30 years old or 29 years old. And once that Saturn return makes its way, it's like, hey, I see you didn't do your shit. You're coming with me now. You got to suffer the consequences. That's Saturn. Saturn really doesn't give a fuck about emotions or creating new emotions, which is why it's away in Cancer. So that's why with the Saturn and Cancer archetype, this is why Saturn doesn't do too well here. If it wants to care, if it wants to care about a situation, it's based upon like it has to go to work or something like that, or it has to work, or it has to stress itself out to be able to add a sense of care to the home and everything. Or even if it's not caring as far as emotional feelings, it's playing out more so like, okay, we got a structure. Everybody has a roof over their head. Okay, please care about me, y'all, or something like that, or show me some emotional support because I built the foundation for y'all. But if that's the end all be all, if you're not adding any emotional security at all, but you're just adding physical security, then the physical security could wear out at any time. A hurricane could break down a house, a fire could break out, anything could happen. But emotional support is with you forever. It's internal. So that's a whole another topic. But that's why Saturn falls in Cancer, and that's why Cancers don't deal well when there's too many boundaries and restrictions, because it's like, God dang, I can't express my emotions the way I want to, and I gotta walk on eggshells with people because people are like, you better get that goofy ass emotion away from me or some shit like that. Like, anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. But anyway, Mars falls in Cancer also. Now, Mars falling here, this is going to play out that, okay, Mars is like the fighting spirit. This is like the spear and the shield playing out in conjunction with each other. Got the shield, the spear, go to war, defend yourself with your intent. Like, my intent is to do this. Ooh, that's your shield, you know what I'm saying? So if people try to, come at you a certain way, but based upon your intent, you got that shield, so you like block arrows from people and shit, you know what I mean? Because your intent was positive. People can't shoot through you based upon what was in your heart and everything. But, one second. Okay, so sorry about that. So Mars fallen in Cancer means that the warrior spirit is not really like able to do everything that it wants to do in Cancer, because Cancer, like I said, it's the caring energy. It's based upon its emotions and everything. Yeah, Cancers are moody, but they're not going to knock someone the fuck out and everything. They're more willing to like express an emotion to get a point across than knock someone out or yell in somebody's face. They'll give you a look, like a crazy look, like this or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then that's how a Cancer will be able to throw you off. But you know what I'm saying? At the same time, Cancers, whenever they jump into the energy of really trying and really pushing themselves and lighting that fire underneath their ass and everything like that, they can bring that Mars into an exalted state. And then they can have truly a reason to be passionate, and they can truly drive themselves to a passion and everything like that, or express their motivations the way they want to based upon, not being worried about other people's emotions or other people's emotional weight being thrown onto them at the same time. Also, like I was saying earlier, Cancer is a cardinal sign, so Cancers are already going to be playing out leader-esque, maybe even bossy, kind of needy at the time, but like naggy kind of energies too. I can understand. I'm a Cancer moon. My mom is a double Cancer. Yes, I do know this energy at the same time. And then Cancer being a water sign, Cancers are already in tune. Very intuitive, very much tapped into the dream realm at the same time. As far as like, if you were to meditate and you were to close your eyes, a Cancer will be able to create a new like way to soak into a particular vision, like an internal vision or a vibration, and the more they soak into it, it can actually become fire and become a vision and everything. So this is what makes Cancers also a leader. They may be crybabies at time and everything, but they're able to control their emotions wipe the tears off and be like, okay, I'm good. Now that I'm done letting that energy out, now that the endorphins have kicked in, let me go ahead and lead what I need to do and everything like that to be able to lead my pack to the crowd. I mean, not to the crowd, but to the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Now getting into the misunderstanding energies. Now, the opposition of Cancer is Capricorn. Signs next to Capricorn are Sagittarius, and Aquarius. Now we're going to start with Sagittarius because of the two signs that misunderstand Cancer, Sagittarius understands a little more than Aquarius, but there's still going to be misunderstandings. Now the first thing that's alike with Cancer and Sagittarius is Jupiter is highly favorable in both of these energies. It's just that with Cancer there's high meanings and reasonings and super intense and really touchy subjects, or really touchy meanings and reasonings about domestic issues and family, or things that are close to the heart and everything. With Sagittarius, it's just more so that energy is just in a comfortable space. It's not having to overprove anything or go do everything or ride every ride and go throw up on the rides and shit like that and get all tired and all that good shit, but it's more so of a situation where we're being super hyper. It's like, you know what I'm saying, it's like kicking back and relaxing. It's like, all the experiences are just coming to me and everything. Or I can experience, I can put a meaning and reasoning on this anytime I want and everything. I'm not really bothered too much when I have to do it. And then with Mercury being away in Sagittarius, this means that Sagittarius aren't really keen on too much details or too much, communication and everything like that, or too much saying too much. Cancers don't really say too much either and everything. They'd rather talk with their emotions or with their vibrations and everything. They'd rather talk with their vibrations rather than speak their words and everything, or try to think themselves to death how to, rectify a situation. But at the same time, this is where the misunderstanding starts to play out, because Cancers are trying to be, one second, apologize y'all, but anyway, Cancers are comfortable in like the home that they're in and everything. Cancers don't really want to keep moving home to home and everything, because then they're going to get that sense of like too much is going on. There's nothing is really being structured at the same time and everything, even on an emotional level, because moving can be heavy because it's based upon certain attachments you may have within the home and everything, which is why the moon is also exalted in Taurus. But with Sagittarius, this is the traveling planet. Not the traveling planet, but the traveling sign. So with this being the traveling sign, it's going to mean that Cancers don't really understand how to, broaden its perspective as far as like going, away from its family and everything. It's like, I just want to be with my family. I want to be around the people I care about and everything. I want to do this, that, and the third. I want to cook and everything. But Sagittarius is like, no, we need to go on an adventure and everything. We need to go to the beach and everything. Matter of fact, we need to go to a different state right now. Matter of fact, just plan to tell your family, like, okay, I'm going to plan to go here, this place, this, that, and the third for this amount of days. Then the Cancer's like, man, I don't understand. How am I going to have a foundation? I don't understand. I don't even know where we're going. I don't know the location that we're going to. I don't know the people that we're going to be interacting with. You know what I'm saying? So Cancers don't really get that energy and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, and Sagittarius doesn't have a fall or an exaltation. So it's just like, all it is just like, let's just go experience. Let's go have fun and everything like that. But at the same time, Cancer is able to be more budged from Sagittarius to be able to be more comfortable in these experiences, because Cancer is going to understand that Jupiterian aspect. Cancer is going to understand that experiences and broad horizons are important. You know what I'm saying? Because Cancer understands how to do this as far as telling its people within the home the experiences that it went through to be able to build foundation within the home on an emotional stability. It can understand the Jupiterian aspect of Sagittarius and the mutable fire of wanting to see multiple different sceneries, aka the imagery, which is ruled by fire also. But also, Cancer is more willing to broaden its perspectives because it understands that energy by default. So that's how it can get along more with the Sagittarian energy than, say, the next in conjunction energy, which is Aquarius. Now, pardon me. Aquarius is fixed air. This could be equated to a hot air balloon, a balloon in general, a tire, or something just along those lines in general. Also a bird or a person within an airplane operating in a vehicle that's flying through the air, through the clouds and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's the Aquarian archetype. That's fixed air. Now, Aquarius in general, this is the energy of technology, of inventions, of bringing things new into this realm, and also trends also at the same time. Also, Aquarians can be very distant. Aquarians can be very selfish in a lot of different ways based upon them being fixated on their own mind. So they think that the things that they think about is the end-all be-all in particular conversations or situations. Now, the rulers of Aquarius is Saturn and Uranus, meaning that Aquarius is, that's a masculine side. Air is a masculine energy. So Aquarians, they like to physically write out the blueprint for other people to see and everything, so that they can be like, okay, you see this plan right here and everything, I want you to go here, da-da-da-da-da, I want you to do this, da-da-da-da, I want you to do that, da-da-da-da-da, I'll go here and everything, and then you can do that and everything. That's like Aquarius already communicating the plan and everything, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to listen to me so we can get to point A to point B. And then with Uranus being here, you do it in a very unconventional way. So you're very flashy too, and you're very colorful with it at the same time. That's why people look to you as very unique. That's why Aquarians can either be two things. It can either be very dry, very dull, or very creative and very colorful at the same time. I like to say that's the category I'm in, because I don't like to be dull and everything. Now, because yes, I am an Aquarius sun sign. Now, Mercury is exalted in Aquarius. Now, some sites, some sources say it doesn't. Some sources say it does. I'm going to use it in this example right now. Now, with Mercury being exalted in Aquarius, this means that this is the highest point for Mercury to be. Mercury is like, you mean to tell me I get to have my own thoughts and people get to listen to my own thoughts at the same time? That's fucking unbelievable and everything like that. That's absolutely crazy. AKA, everybody can see my idea and everything like that. I could put it in a balloon and let it, and people could show it, just like how the sun gets to see it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me and everything. That's why Mercury is. I kind of just freestyle that example because I don't know too much about the Mercury being exalted in Aquarius archetype, but based upon the energies that I'm picking up, that actually makes a lot of sense because Gemini is Mercury is a very fast moving, very curious planet in the first place. So now that it's playing out to where it can be seen more by its associates, it's like, ooh, look at my ideas and everything like that. And then the sun is away in Aquarius also. So the sun being away means that Aquarius may not take action like as fast as like an Aries or a Leo would. Or they may not want to be seen. They may want to have attention for not being seen in general and everything like that. Shout out to Deanna Oten. She said that in one of her tweets and everything. But that could be a thing that's true for Aquarians too at the same time. Pardon me, because it's like Aquarians don't want to be seen, but it's more like a deep down kind of energy and everything. It's like, yeah, you would like to be seen, just like with Cancers. Cancers would like to be structured, but it takes too much effort. It takes too much effort for an Aquarius to want to be seen, because if Aquarius tries to be seen, it's not pretty. It's not in the natural energy of an Aquarius. It's like, now if a Leo goes and shines their light, it's like, yeah, Leo, go, go, go. But when an Aquarius tries to do it, it's like, yeah, fuck you, you're weird and everything. So it's like, it could play out like that too. It's just crazy and everything. Now Neptune is also slightly fallen in Aquarius too. So this makes sense because, you know, Aquarius is a very scientific, very logical and analytical, very analytical sign at the same time. So Neptune is like, what the fuck am I doing here? I'm in a bubble and everything like that. Like, your dreams can't be contained within a bubble and everything. Your imagination has to be able to flourish and be able to grow and be able to, you know, leak out and liquefy within the realm of reality and everything. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, have your dreams stuck into like one thing of air and everything. That doesn't make sense. So that's how it plays out. That's why Neptune falls in Aquarius. And that's why Aquarians seem very dry too, because they don't have a strong imagination. Yeah, they have their own fixated thought and they have a good memory, but that's it. That's like all it can go to. Not all the time. I mean, I'm not like that because just based upon other placements and everything. But in general, this is why Cancer is misunderstood in this placement also, because Cancer can't really get its words across the way it can with the Aquarian archetype. With Saturn already being away in Cancer and Saturn ruling Aquarius, Cancer is going to have a hard time in general just getting its emotions across in general, because it's going to feel like Aquarius is going to already by default be like, oh, all these emotions, you better get the fuck out of my face with that silly bullshit with those emotions and everything, because an Aquarius is logical. Aquarius is fixated on its own thoughts. So you could try to initiate your emotions the more you can. I mean, as best as you can, but an Aquarius probably just isn't going to have it with you. They're going to be, and then they're not going to really express it too much, aka the sun is away in Aquarius, so they may just keep it to themselves and be like, your emotions are pissing me off, but you may put on a face and a mask, because that's why Aquarius is also known as like the humanitarian and the friendly sign too. But that Uranus co-ruler is able to kind of push that mask onto Saturn to make it seem like, okay, yeah, I'll compromise with you, but you need to actually like pay attention to what the fuck I'm doing right now. And that's why Cancer is misunderstood by Aquarius. So overall, Cancer is misunderstood based upon the fact that it doesn't want to leave its comfort zone. It doesn't really feel like it wants to travel too much and go upon distant places. But based upon Sagittarius being ruled by Jupiter, it can rectify this energy, and it can learn how to, accept the fact of expanding, because it understands the concept of expansion based upon Jupiter being exalted in Cancer. However, with Aquarius, it's going to be a harder time because Saturn is away in Cancer and Saturn rules Aquarius. So you got to like really overprove your emotions and everything like that. And also when it comes to communication and everything, like getting your emotions across, like I said, it's a feeling. It has to be felt. That's why Cancer always also understands Sag more than Aquarius, because Mercury is away in Sag, but Mercury is exalted in Aquarius, meaning that at the same time, that's why a Cancer doesn't understand an Aquarius as much as it understands a Sag, because it trying to even explain its emotions, and Aquarius is already going to be like, you need to figure this shit out on your own. I can't help you and everything. I can't be an emotional support system for you. I'm going to roll my ass over here and everything like that. And that's why Aquariuses are also distant too. So that's the thing. Cancers are not understood because they don't know how to, get out of their comfort zones as far as traveling and everything, and they don't know how to communicate their emotions the right way. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up and everything, post this on the YouTube, and later on down the night, we're going to get into the Leo video too. All right, peace out, y'all.